there you are, YouTube.
Oh, right here. You got
What
it?
do we got?
That one.
What do you see?
The Haunted Mansion.
Whoa, yay!
Rebecca,
With Eddie Murphy.
here.
Never seen it before. So excited to finally watch it.
You good tomorrow,
Good
sweetie?
job. The Haunted Mansion. So The Haunted Mansion was kind of bittersweet. This is the first time we'd ever seen it. But I say bittersweet because we were supposed to go to Walt Disney World in May, but COVID said, no, you cannot go. We're shutting down the park. So we didn't go, and watching this movie just brought back, you know, those memories of the fact that we were supposed to go, but we didn't. But in other ways, it was kind of nice to watch this movie because we could live vicariously through it. I have ridden the Haunted Mansion before, like 10 years ago, so I didn't find that much connection between the ride and the movie itself, other than, from my experience, other than what I've seen, you know, watching various Disney vlogs and things like that. And that's probably where I've learned more about what the Haunted Mansion is about, more so than when I actually rode it. But I wonder if, so this movie was made in 2003, I wonder if it had been made a little bit later with maybe a little more, I don't know, if it was just made better, if they would have altered the ride at all, the same way they did with Pirates of the Caribbean to include Eddie Murphy and his family in some way. I don't know, probably couldn't be done necessarily, but you never know, because you are sort of, you, the person riding the ride, riding the attraction, is sort of, you know, Eddie Murphy and his family, I guess, right? So yeah, that really wouldn't work to where they could incorporate him because you are him, if that makes sense. But again, I haven't ridden it in like 10 years, so I'm not an expert. That movie, though, was kind of bad. Lots of bad acting, some impressive visual effects, some that I didn't think were so impressive. I feel like it needed to maybe be in the hands of a better director. Actually, I didn't even look to see who the director was. Maybe they're a good director and maybe an editor. Who knows? Producers, maybe. I don't know, but I think things could have been better. Acting, one of them. So I guess you have to kind of blame the actors for that. But maybe it's the material they were given. I don't necessarily think so, though. I think it was just, maybe they weren't being pushed enough by the director. I don't know. It's a fine movie to watch if you're a kid, but when you're an adult, you're like, this is not that good. You know? But I can't imagine myself liking it as a kid. I don't know. What else do I say about it? It was the first time watch, so it's never been in our calendar, so we only have one picture for it. The kids were in bed before I could get a picture. I'm not in the picture. Well, I'll let you see what it is when I show it, but hopefully it's not a letdown. I think it's kind of cool. It's just, you know, the kids aren't in it, and I think those are kind of fun. But yeah, I'm just kind of makes me bummed that we weren't able to go to Disney World, but it gets me hyped for when we are able to go, but we don't know when we're going to go. I think we had planned for February, but COVID doesn't seem to be slowing down, and I don't think the parks will be maskless, and that's when we want to go, when the parks are maskless. So we're going to have a long wait ahead of us. Could be years, who knows, but I am excited to go, and I guess this movie kind of got me excited for it. I had a good time with the movie. I just also recognize that it wasn't very good. I feel like it could have been, though. There were aspects that were almost there, and I feel like some of that is just when it came out. It's like, if it came out, I don't know, let's say 4 years later, I think they could have pushed more of sort of what was going on in blockbuster cinema into it. Maybe they weren't shooting for that, but just like think of the Pirates movies, you know, and I guess that was near the same time, but I just feel like the same effort that went into the Pirates movies, had they pushed that, funneled that into this movie, it could have been great, which is why I'd like to see Guillermo del Toro's version. Supposedly he has a version that he's written up, and I think that would be interesting, though we probably saw a lot of that in Crimson Peak, perhaps. I don't know, but I think it was a project he was supposed to do and then didn't work out. Maybe he's still attached, but years down the road, I don't know. I would like to see it though. But yeah, I don't know. It's not, this isn't a necessarily good movie, but I still suggest you see it. You know, just, it's nice. It's nice, especially if you have kids. I think my kids will really like it when they're a little bit older, you know? 8 years old, 7. I think they may dig it. There are some scary parts, like scary looking things. It's not like the movie's scary, but I think when you're a kid and you see some of the imagery, you may be scared. I was kind of surprised with some of the zombie skeleton things. It was kind of like, oh, that's kind of, you know, a little creepy looking. You know, I can imagine if I was a very young kid, like 5, that kind of scaring me. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video and perhaps see you tomorrow for more pure Hangout, but do stick around for that one photo that we'll be showing right now.